Elton John is more than just a legendary musician. He is a symbol of resilience, reinvention, and timeless artistry. From his early days as a pianist in small London pubs to becoming one of the best-selling artists worldwide, Elton's career spans over 5 decades. In this video, we'll explore 8 distinct chapters of his musical journey, tracing his evolution through moments of meteoric rise, personal challenges, and remarkable comebacks. Whether you remember the soaring ballads of the 70s or his compelling later work, this is a tribute to a man whose music has touched generations. Join us as we take a reflective look at the life and legacy of Sir Elton John, starting with his humble beginnings in the early 1960s, early years and bluesology. Elton John's story begins in the early 1960s as a young pianist named Reginald Dwight, playing in small London pubs and working odd jobs supporting his passion for music. Influenced by rock, blues, and gospel, he joined the band Bluesology in 1962, which gave him his first taste of professional music life. During this period, he backed touring American soul artists and learned the craft of live performance. The young musician struggled financially but remained determined to make his mark in the competitive British music scene. In 1967, a fateful meeting with lyricist Bernie Taupin through a Liberty Records audition would change everything. Though neither man got signed, they discovered a creative partnership that would define both their careers. This era was about humble beginnings, learning the ropes, and finding his unique voice. Elton and Bernie experimented with styles, blending soulful melodies with thoughtful lyrics that would become their signature sound. These formative years laid the foundation for what would become one of music's greatest and most enduring careers, Breakthrough Era. The Breakthrough Era, from 1970 to 1972, launched Elton John and Bernie Taupin into stardom with the release of his first successful album, Elton John, and the multi-platinum follow-up, Tumbleweed Connection. Your Song became his signature ballad and first international hit, showcasing his distinctive piano-driven sound and Bernie's heartfelt lyrics. Elton's theatrical stage presence began attracting attention. From sequined jumpsuits to platform boots, he transformed piano performance into visual spectacle. His triumphant American debut at the Troubadour in Los Angeles in 1970 established him as a serious artist across the Atlantic. The combination of memorable melodies, emotional depth, and growing showmanship created a formula that resonated with both critics and audiences. This period marked Elton's evolution from hopeful musician to international star, touring extensively and building a loyal fan base. The Elton John-Bernie Taupin songwriting partnership became synonymous with quality pop music, setting the stage for the remarkable success that would define the coming decade. Golden years. Elton John's golden years represent the peak of his early commercial and critical success. The masterpiece, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, produced timeless classics like Candle in the Wind, Benny and the Jets, and the title track. His music combined rock, pop, and glam elements, while his increasingly elaborate costumes, feathered outfits, platform boots, and iconic glasses made every performance a spectacle. During this era, Elton became one of the world's biggest stars, headlining sold-out stadium tours and dominating international charts. His ability to blend catchy melodies with sophisticated arrangements appealed to diverse audiences without compromising artistic integrity. Albums like Caribou and Captain Fantastic and The Brown Dirt Cowboy showcased his versatility and Bernie Taupin's storytelling genius. The pressures of massive fame began to surface, but his creative output remained extraordinary. These golden years established Elton John as more than a musician. He became a cultural icon whose influence would shape popular music for generations to come. Extravagant Showman. The Extravagant Showman era highlighted Elton John's unmatched flair for theatricality and musical spectacle. His concerts became legendary productions featuring increasingly outrageous costumes, sequined baseball uniforms, Donald Duck outfits, and towering feathered headdresses. The famous Dodger Stadium performances showcased his ability to transform venues into theatrical experiences that audiences would never forget. Musically, albums like Rock of the Westies and Blue Moves revealed a more introspective artist exploring deeper emotional territory while maintaining his signature grandeur. He experimented with different genres, incorporating jazz and soul influences that demonstrated his evolving artistry. This period also marked the beginning of personal challenges as the pressures of fame intensified. Yet his magnetic stage presence and innovative approach to live performance influenced an entire generation of artists and elevated expectations for concert experiences. Elton's combination of musical excellence and visual drama during these years cemented his status as one of entertainment's most captivating performers. Struggling decade. The 1980s tested Elton John both personally and professionally. Battling addiction and the pressures of fame, his music career experienced commercial ups and downs. Despite these challenges, songs like I'm Still Standing became anthems of resilience and determination, reflecting his inner struggle to overcome adversity. This period was marked by substance abuse issues and a decline in chart dominance. Yet Elton maintained his dedication to music and touring. He adapted to the changing musical landscape by embracing new styles like synth pop and incorporating contemporary production techniques into his sound. While commercial success fluctuated, Elton's artistic integrity remained intact. His willingness to openly discuss his struggles would later inspire countless fans and fellow artists facing similar challenges. Though less consistent commercially than previous decades, this era demonstrated his persistent artistic spirit and unwavering commitment to his craft. These difficult years ultimately laid the foundation for one of music's most remarkable comebacks in the following decade: recovery and renaissance. The recovery and renaissance era marked one of Elton John's most triumphant comebacks. Having achieved sobriety, he delivered some of his most enduring and meaningful work. Sacrifice became a massive international hit, while his contributions to the Lion King soundtrack introduced his music to an entirely new generation of fans. This period showcased a revitalized Elton, embracing collaborations with diverse artists while maintaining his distinctive musical identity. His renewed creativity resulted in both commercial success and critical acclaim, proving that authentic artistry could transcend personal struggles. Beyond music, Elton emerged as a powerful advocate for AIDS awareness and LGBTQ+ rights, using his platform to champion important causes. His establishment of the Elton John AIDS Foundation demonstrated his commitment to making a difference beyond entertainment. Extensive touring reconnected him with audiences worldwide, reaffirming his status as a beloved and relevant artist entering the new millennium. The 1990s proved that Elton John's resilience could transform personal adversity into powerful art that inspired millions around the globe. Elder Statesman. The Elder Statesman era saw Elton John solidify his legacy as one of music's most distinguished icons. Maintaining a rigorous touring schedule, he connected with multi-generational audiences while embracing his role as a cultural ambassador for both music and humanitarian causes. Albums like Songs from the West Coast and The Diving Board reflected a mature artist continuing to refine his sound with introspective and reflective songwriting that demonstrated his artistic evolution. These works proved that creativity and relevance could flourish well into his later years. Personal milestones enriched this period, including his marriage to David Furnish and becoming a father through surrogacy. These experiences brought new depth and perspective to both his personal life and artistic expression. His philanthropic efforts, particularly through the Elton John AIDS Foundation, significantly impacted global HIV/AIDS awareness and research funding. This era balanced continued musical excellence with meaningful humanitarian work, further cementing his legacy as an artist who used fame for positive change. As a respected elder statesman, Elton continued influencing new generations while honoring his remarkable 5-decade career. Farewell and legacy. The farewell and legacy era marks the graceful conclusion of Elton John's extraordinary performing career. His farewell Yellow Brick Road tour, spanning from 2018 to 2023, became one of the highest-grossing concert tours in history, allowing fans across generations to celebrate his vast musical catalog one final time. This period saw the release of his candid autobiography, Me, which provided intimate insights into his remarkable journey through fame, addiction, recovery, and personal triumph. The biographical film Rocketman further cemented his cultural impact, introducing his story to new audiences worldwide. Even as he steps away from touring, Elton's influence remains profound. His humanitarian work continues through the Elton John AIDS Foundation, while collaborations with contemporary artists demonstrate his enduring relevance. Recent projects have shown his willingness to embrace new musical partnerships while maintaining his distinctive artistry. As he transitions into retirement from live performance, Sir Elton John's legacy is defined by unparalleled musical accomplishments, unwavering courage in facing personal challenges, and generous philanthropy. His songs continue resonating across generations, embodying the timeless power of authentic artistry and human connection. Elton John's remarkable journey stands as a testament to resilience, authenticity, and creative brilliance. From humble beginnings to international superstardom, he redefined what it means to be an artist, blending dazzling showmanship with heartfelt songwriting. Across 8 unique eras, Elton navigated triumphs, challenges, and continual reinvention, leaving an indelible mark on music and culture. His legacy endures not only through beloved songs, but also through his advocacy and generosity, inspiring new generations to embrace both individuality and compassion. Sir Elton's life and music prove that true artistry knows no boundaries and only grows deeper with time.